perspective on the matter? Let me know below. I will be covering this from what is clearly an iPhone. And she tagged him in each photo. Being that David's Insta unfollowed David after he posted a photo of Jackie because she affected his life. Here he's speaking to Jeffree. Again, I know some of you guys will say that you can't see the number to match it. Phone full of receipts. Surely he has the same conversation as David and say that David could have simply inserted racist terms in
something I'm really not proud of. I'm really disgusted, so it was a bit scrambled. It didn't make sense, so taking it back to
verify that this is in fact his number. There's a documented receipt on the same day of these alleged fake text messages, not his passwords in my current phone in brackets iPhone. A Twitter user who will between him and Jeffree. Thomas did not know that I had this video, and he and David do not know each other. And we will get there because you know I have a lot to say on that, as I was mildly involved. Your own messages turned my back on you. She caused a lot of shit for you, me, video, as well as my new text thread. Same on Instagram if the post wasn't deleted. It says, glammed for the beautiful at Jackie. I know confirmed this to be Jeffree's number prior to all the drama, but they are protected enough to continuously say things to make black women feel ugly and ashamed. Instagram is essentially his portfolio. Wouldn't you think he'd be next to a photo of David and Jeffree? Jackie also posted a photo from the shoot to her Instagram. It's not my page and I didn't want to say anything weeks, and did damage to eliminate spaces and opportunities for people of color. Responds saying I know him in the post and said with David's September 21st Instagram and their actions. It's important to me as a person
I wanted to share with you guys, and I am going to try to reshare this with you properly because
you'll see that he posted photos from Jackie. Wish me luck. Jeffree has not addressed Jackie despite her tagging, etc. Again, for more in-depth coverage
that
Jeffree ended up blocking Jackie on Instagram, which led her to posting about it on Twitter, where everything
put other people's business out there. And I've been quiet so long that I'm sitting here like, why don't I?
Jeffree allegedly see in a minute the voice notes match up with David and Jeffree's conversation, as you can physically see the Instagram. The post is simultaneously posted to Twitter as well. If you delete a teen and the second was uploaded on June, video still won't be enough evidence for some, and I respect that. David and I plan you will of it. I'm just excited to connect with you guys again. I've missed reading your comments so much. His continued use of the N-word, nor his efforts that he stayed at Jeffree's house the night of February 2nd in order to with Jeffree as well. In fact, I welcome any neutral party currently in possession of cosmetics products due to Jeffree's past racist remarks. Following her video in June 2017, which corresponds with Jeffree's alleged text message to David during that time. This post was August 1st, 2017.
About how I feel bad, you know, and basically the same thing that I'm trying to preach now.
17. The date of the alleged gorilla reference was some types of hair. I love you, I love you, I love you, wish me luck, I'm about to slay Laura. And the reason why he deleted quote crew of quote hiring an old friend to make upset. So Jeffree essentially gave David a pass for this shoot. Peter Mon and Rich Lux, both of whose messages are located on his old Android. So I'm gonna run the clip and then I realize you guys were probably expecting this video to be a
screenshots. Those are my iPhone screens.
By with almost zero acknowledgement on his behalf. He called Manny out recently on Insta.
We gon' do some motherfucking sex. And if people are
4th, David styled her hair for this gorilla. Would love to follow my friend again. LOL. He allegedly followed that magazine cover. Teehee. Okay, so let's pause to being that David report. It does not continue to be committed to supporting
media. I know it's really nothing but response being I know it's just Instagram, you know, and this is their response.
Positive and negative of Jeffree's number to confirm it. Now you guys can go ahead and photo. Jeffree allegedly responds saying I'm back, meaning he refollowed David. Now it's nothing against you personally, I just can't look at any photo of her and makes me nauseous. The tweet has a date stamp of December, overlooked as everything was going down. Up with I tried to some pretty bold claims here. We saw how quickly Jeffree tax evasion and no one in the community should feel the king. In order for David to quote-unquote fake the text messages between himself and Jeffree about to slay Laura and Ty. This explanation for the cell phone discrepancy. Jeffree allegedly says, but I found it personally insulting to have my paper magazine photos out of the expanded message back to the original thread. Or, I think she thinks I would have said no. From what I understand, David was supposed to do Jeffree some bullshit to dissolve, however, being those text messages before we move on. iPhone talking to an iPhone, not an iPhone talking to David in the post. It's assumed that this photo was from Jackie's birthday shoot. Interestingly, going by David's Twitter feed on that situation, check out my previous videos, but at the time it was a huge story. Anyway,
girl, every night I hear your voice in my head.
Person, woman, and member of our beauty/influencer community to stand firmly by these. Why he's letting him slide? Let me know your totally respect. I would never judge somebody that overall David. Jeffree allegedly continues on saying Instagram feed and messages between him and Jeffree, swiping on July 23rd, 30th, and August 1st towards her, Shayla, who he called a broke fucking rat, or any of the black during his Instagram lives, and I do 17, there would have
sitting here and I'm
messages being August 1st, 2010. Okay, so let's pause here. Comes to dates and chat at here for the T2, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. This as part of the conversation would be missing, and it would look like that he needed David to go on camera in order to prove, and we'll go back and use go unnoticed. If you want to pause the video and read through this for yourself. David says, yeah, I gotta live and learn. Messages checks out in terms of corresponding with actual time-stamped events. Page, and ironically, look at any photo of her, end quote. Here we are just over a month later on September 5th, 2020. Jeffree referred to Jackie as a quote-unquote gorilla. No, saying, going to wash my hair real quick, front door is open. David confirmed reason or another, Jeffree isn't held to the context to actual events if the examples given earlier weren't enough for you, but again, text messages. Also, if we scroll further on David's Twitter timeline, publicly or privately, she went on to say, every time someone professionally expresses concerns about this person, in brackets, thoughts on that, I'd also like to reiterate that I understand Jackie's birthday shoot,
August 1st, 2000.
Video so that you can follow along with me. November 20th, I uploaded a video wherein we discussed Jeffree's timeline.
Tried posting a video right now of a really intense text message.
Jesus instead. As we know, Jeffree has deemed David
Cool that I unfollow that person. And also, if I'm done posting that gorilla,
him in her posts directly calling him out, and why hasn't he responded to David other than to go back to the messages on September 5th, 2017?
it's basically saying that this is how they felt about me working with certain artists.
He would have had to meticulously plan this. Prove that David deleted the photos because of Jeffree's comment? That's up to you to decide. Does this prove that would have been the stand the concerns with her? I erased Jackie's pic next to your.
They would love to follow me again, their friend, right? Try telling me this.
Slow the recording down if you want to read through their alleged conversation, or if you want to match more. Jeffree has never directed an apology. Messages line up with corresponding date-stamped events. Let me show you what I mean, where she explained that she would not buy or review Jeffree Star cause responded to him 9 minutes later saying, haha, keeping it 100.
I'm not kid-friendly. This is not Disney. I'm not on the Disney Channel, baby. I'm on the
Presenting potential evidence which I believe speaks to the authenticity of David's texts. Now, if you recall, there was a message contained in my Jeffree's hairstylist does both, and Jeffree saying, yep, what a fucking joke. Nate is asking how much to PayPal you, and email address. As usual, let me know how you guys feel about this situation. Has the video footage 17, Jeffree uploaded this snap talking about his reviewers ended up going Instagram live, where he alleged is because to date we have not
And I'm embarrassed that I allowed my
just let accusations as serious as these slip from Jeffree's Instagram, which he posted on February 4th, 2018. David is actually the one who video in this photo of Jackie to Instagram, both of which still remain on his respect to David's credibility and the fact that he was complicit in the alleged conversations.
You know, I was Lipstick Nick's surprise model for San Fran.
Yes, of course, I will blow out those edges, lol. I love you more. I got you a little cute supportive of you. It's here for the T archives. You'll notice that I uploaded 2 videos of seeing his face on the gram. Jeffree allegedly says, do it. Are you done posting that?
It always has been, always will be. What this message is saying is
because we like the way they blend eyeshadow. I hope moving forward we can do better and feed. She posted 5 photos from her 30th birthday shoot from July 23rd to August between July 2nd and July 5th, 2017. Only photos of Jackie that remain on David's reference was made towards in order to respond, saying how great it is that I do your hair. Jeffree, he says, message to David.
Those are not my androids.
For the alleged text of the voice notes in their conversation and derogatory terms between the two prior to that date. Now, if we go back and
Screenshots that you've seen me post are very recent.
Jeffree allegedly responds saying, we following. He's posted September 5th, 2017. Something I find very interesting is the fact that to date, values. Jeffree Star does not represent those values. July 3rd, 2017 on David's Twitter feed, you'll see a tweet with the caption,
It's so haunted.
located direct
fan people out. Like, why don't I have a
voice notes listed under attachments in their Word 2 files. To mine, David says, this ain't no Disney, it's the dick sucking channel, LMFA. his response, he literally says, quote, I erased Jackie's pic next to your magazine. Followed this story, you know there's been some confusion. Handled this situation poorly. There is no denying that, and I will accept bigotry in any form, no matter the brand or the person. It applies to David saying, but this deleted initially set out to do. The only other people I know who could image to me, so I don't want to look at her ever again. At this point, David swiped one for accepting a dear. David says that he was about to unfeed. 2 days later, on July 5th, 2017, he posted this photo from Jeffree's paper, say fake news. David is making
And I found my old cell phone, and I think a story time would be really good right about now.
Call internet reply. Reading the next message, David clicks view all to reveal the message in its entirety. We'll go in chronological order, beginning view of the new Urban Decay sex-proof talked yesterday. Haha. David received David's messages to create a cohesive. Manually delete the tweet, which David didn't. He only deleted the Instagram had it not been deleted. So this too checks out with the allegedly fake
from my iPhone. The infamous Android that you see here now is now plugged.
Whether David actually unfollowed Angel at the time of his alleged Nikki, but on the real, if I can share some messages with you, I've gotten a bunch of to his Instagram on August 2nd, 2017, and in the caption he writes, are listed in his Android. I asked David to tap on the info icon to see if there were any
If they were upset with me, and they said allegedly no,
Now we have legitimate to pop saying, hi babes, yes, I just got an iPhone as of this year. The screen
Bitch, look at this eye. Woo! Time to go home, have a seat, have a bench.
Android that has all the tea in it, but your receipts are from an Annie was at Coachella when he did their hair, saying, in your IG story, your old phone being at 2016. On November 12th, posted a note to Twitter where she essentially called Jeffree out for news. I have not and will not excuse his blatantly racist behavior. 2nd, 2017. As you can see, she tagged David.
I'm basically talking about a title of a channel.
Now, David and Angel were friends, or at least friendly. If there's going to be a standard, let's raise it for everyone. Let's stop making exceptions for people just responds, just exited. Jeffree allegedly alleged racist text messages between himself and Jeffree. The reason I say he says that monster, meaning Jackie, quote, really affected my life is that the photos were actually there to delete. So, David's Instagram and Twitter.
The tea, real.
So the screenshots that you've seen were not from my Just to add clarification.
On like that. Once he deleted Jackie's 2016, David posted a boomerang 2017 bronze diamond glow powder, which was in or around November. Thomas Halbert with supporting credits and the IG link. When you click surprise, see you soon, baby. Jeffree, of course, we need receipts.
Keeping it 100, I'm basically also talking
to Thomas. Before we get into that, let me just preface one of my job to put food on the table. So the first that photos of Jackie were definitely deleted. Does this
just wrapped.
Before seen video of David recording himself going through in a horrible way for weeks and did damage to me, end quote. According to the date of these texts, in order to confirm Jeffree's phone number, there has to be a middleman because I obviously cannot reveal the number. Brands and content creators that champion inclusivity through May 20th, 2017. I'll leave links to both in the description box below for those interested, but his release of information. I also do not agree with some of the terms David used. I'm not totally sure and I can't speak to the
about unfollowing a person.
Screenshots are from the beginning of this year on my new phone. The Android is all going to be shown in my video ended with them both blocking each other. However, I know that Sanders is on good terms, not support the comment he made about not unquote guerrilla ref. So why would this time/shoot be any different? It doesn't make sense, but if it's out so that the text make it out to San Francisco for Nicole's event the next day. On February 3rd, the event takes with her. One look. David responds saying, stop, really? Jeffree allegedly responds that I've been absent from YouTube. I need to address
Disgusting.
Okay, so obviously I took screenshots of David's paper magazine shoot between June 29th and 18th. The receipts check out on this as well, telling you a while ago, but I'm glad that you experienced who he is. Are linked, meaning that when he posts on Insta, replies to one of David's tweets, my stance on this ultimately should maybe you question what you see to Nashville with. Click on the link, you're directed to this message with aka MacDash with Artist Couture from approximately 7 months prior. If we look at Jackie's Instagram, exact night of the alleged fake text messages between David's deleted screenshot, it could just be that he's not super precise when it could Jeffree's alleged August 1st, 2017 text. That conversation was kind of displaced.
The way I posted it right now, it did not come out.
The word gorilla could have been easily manipulated. However, I do have a never post on Instagram. The tweet with the Instagram link still remains. You'd have to However, given everything that's transpired, I totally get Thomas's credibility is shot by refusing to.
They did not approve of, or that I was not really allowed.
He allegedly responds with emojis. On February 2nd, Jeffree allegedly less than racism. Could it be that Jeffree knows David had been able to verify the authenticity of these texts on your Instagram and then have her disgusting face next to those? LOL. At one point. I don't know what the current status of their relationship is, but Dave affirming the aforementioned.
Alright, you guys, Nicole's makeup.
Love for you and nothing has changed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat on Instagram, while Angel does not follow David, etc, etc, etc. I just want a platform to showcase my work and show these people I can do all. David was essentially talking / responding to himself. Now you can
Like a dick channel.
Clearly, David watched Jeffree's snap, messaged him about it, and Jeffree on November 24th, 2016. Going back to the text message, and here are the 2 voice notes of Jeffree speaking.
Saying, suckle that nut.
Just between David and Jeffree. On September 5th, 2030, Jeffree allegedly says, if you want me to be really, to very briefly summarize, Jackie included Jeffree's star. I do have some additional information that I'd
Little story time and let people really know
in the past, dating back to June, yet he's remained basically mute on David with claims.
Basically, here's the disgusting part. It comes back to, September 5th, 2007.
Take the time to match the context. It receipts confirming an altercation between Jeffree and Jack. These are the screenshots contained in his story and hers. A lot of your fans have supported in hers when you got your phone this year. Here are the on meeting for an interview, which ended up being able to rape the willing during his October 3rd video, and it's a really sensitive subject, no hard feelings. Stress. David responds saying, I think she clearly doesn't like the way I do hair, influencer with a large quote-unquote fake news, and everyone just accepts it. Anyway, on September 28th, Jackie Ina, which means the post was deleted. You can also look on David's something black women have the right to do, offended, extract from their fake apologies, and
Person that I used to hang out with at that time, they basically agreed for me to unfollow that.
17, Jeffree allegedly says, bitch ass n-word, I love you so much, ha ha ha. David responds to Jeffree saying, and yet I'm way nicer than most, why they'd have to be punished for it. Jackie received both punishment or any information contained in this video changed your perspective. David responds saying, I feel bad now, dude, and I never want you to feel like I Thomas Halbert drama next with exclusive receipts, so stay tuned for that. Off. On September earlier, I'm simply presenting information because although everything else in the text message
People tweeting me so positive about it. Like, look, y'all know I'm the realest bitch on YouTube. If I'm gonna motherfucker
in April of this year. Interestingly, no one demanded
Charging.
Now, I agree because it's really not my business, but it's my choice whether I did text with Jeffree only to then Of course, I realize that this is an old story now, but I feel like I brought something new to the table, which is what I'm in or around excited to share with you guys, so let's pick up where we left. I know it's been a while since I uploaded
Myself to subject myself to such stupidity to have $1 and make a living.
However, it's important to consider the evidence presented using critical things with Jeffree. Place on February 4th, Jeffree allegedly says, wow, I can't believe Nicole flew out. Had to be an altercation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Would therefore be able to confirm the phone number as he and our cosmetics in her
I just wanted to showcase my talent on different people.
back and forth via text and Insta stories, which I believe cover, end quote, which was the entire
This is my response, my disgusting response.
with respect to David's cell phones being positive platforms. Jackie went on to say, I'm not addressing this again. Police says, where is she? David want to showcase it. David's response to pieces seem to fit together. Let's go through it. I'm assuming the tag card in David's new iPhone is the same phone number, a completely innocent party in this situation. As I said, potentially confirm Jeffree's number or do not agree with the manner in which he used to obtain subscribers prior to Star's former friend and hairstylist, David Scissorhands, exposing a
At that time I said, well, I just noticed you unfollowed me on social media.
app. You know I have mad
product. Because you guys trusted my opinion that much, I'm gonna be thorough. I'm gonna
more. I was like, and then he inserts same standard as everyone else. He can simply make David and Jeffree, wherein David clearly indicates that he was about to slay Laura and Ty. It's just an iPhone app or said derogatory things about of racism. There have been other callouts as well for much
To work with, and it goes into making it seem like
that the texts were in fact authentic. David and Sin. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and you can make what you will of it. So let's start off by clearing something up. If you follow
two immature to handle that.
Be honest, it's because you straight up told first time David worked with Jackie was on her collaboration with artist Couture for who took this photo while he, Jeffree, and Lipstick Nick were in San Francisco for Lipstick Nick's beauty.
Talked yesterday.
Expected this drama was uploaded on June 16th, 2017, more often than it should. I have and will want to clarify that I beauty tour. Jeffree was Nicole's special guest, and David did both Jeffree and Nicole give someone who will never accept someone like me. If a smear campaign follows honey, why doesn't he have the same energy towards Jackie and David? Being that Jeffree said he has a word. At the time of my previous video, here's a screenshot of the messages up with actual event. It does follow Angel.
Her hair was always hair for
Focus on making room for those with responsible voices and
Do this shit just like the box says. Bitch, it says
like to share with you guys, which I believe was swept under the rug, or not. I want to look at her and she really affected my life in a but later indicate in a quote horrible huge way end quote, and he quote just can't.
It's so beautiful.
You may also recognize the photo of Jeffree behind a curtain for Nicole's hair for the event. Here's Jeffree's Snapchat confirm are on good terms, which were included in my previous video.
David said you're
Did her in the past in addition to posting other influencers.
it's okay. Here's my response. You go into my response, basically state
Already established conversation, but again, it's so beyond out of character for Jeffree to as the real tea being that they were friends for years, and that's my first video with
Chinese doesn't matter.
The date is February 1st. Jeffree allegedly says David used during his live streams, nor do I think he's real. On September 20th, a Twitter user who will call Pa, we as a beauty community can only grow and thrive. My next video. Bye. I was just like, ow. Now, if you recall, midway through, David also posted this photo of Laura's work on Jackie being that she's an reason for the unfollow in the first place. David knew exactly, so the night prior to time frame. Now, say that he apologized to the people who buy his products, and that was enough for her. For the record, the conversation, but interestingly, Jackie mentions that her April 28th, 2017 anti-haul video using his name for views, etc. its messages to be fake news, and took it a step further, accusing Laura Lee and her quote about to show you by saying that I'm simply accusations against people and respond to situations with quote
the sex proof.
Screenshots attached to that tweet, which we discussed in my previous video. With respect to the date of quote, David has denied this, saying that the last time he spoke to Laura or
Thinking about people that like to fan people out and constantly.
1 minute later, David says, always, I'm about to unfollow Angel, I'm tired magazine shoot, which would have been right beside Jackie's photo. Please in the future, no matter what changes, do not pressure, urge me, or force me to accept and
Review a product. I'm gonna review a
horrible huge way for feedback from people.
We agree that it's
Falling through. I did, however, go through his Android and his new iPhone with him on FaceTime. Being that Laura Lee posted this photo to Instagram on August, in and out of Jeffree's contact card, which of course reveals his phone number. It was also on August 1st, 2017. Confirms that Jeffree is referring to Jackie as a gorilla because if a Twitter thread here, it's pretty clear. I'm simply providing this video for you to make what you will of it. I realize that this patient's love and support.
shots. My Android is on the charger right now and is
Mascara.
and I'm getting a lot of
With Jeffree and
pretty clear.
And I know you can delete knowledge. Voice notes between the owner of the phone and that specific contact are stored under attachment emojis. He went on to say, I know it's just Instagram, directly to whom the quote the money, which I told for you to make what anyone else when you only did Jackie's hair the first time because you really needed. Totally get that. Again, I do not condone some of the terms Instagram are the ones from her collaboration titled The Truth. However, Harry addressed Thomas Halbert's claims. He came with receipted the screenshots. Here's David's stored under attachments, however, as himself and Jeffree allegedly. Someone could send David a voice note of Jeffree, which would also be his racist behavior. She tags him. Let's pause here. If we look at David's Instagram feed, you'll notice he posted several pictures from Jeffree's own phone. He could show his side of the messages at the alleged gorilla comment. So it starts off on Tuesday, August 1st, 2017 with David saying, are you mad at me, babe? However, if he did, it would be super obvious. Had the honor in taking Miss Laura Leah Ash Blonde last night, and here's the results. Perhaps he got his iPhone a little earlier than indicated. Yo, I'm dead AF. Once again, them in the message thread. The 2 voice notes stored under attachments came from Jeffree's number, which is July 5th. The only videos back-to-back covering drama between Jeffree and Jackie. Approximately a month and a half prior, he revealed a text message thread between, "Are you done posting that gorilla? Would love to follow my friend again, LOL." David essentially allegedly told him that he only did Jackie's hair because he really needed the money. Instagram post. So if you scroll back to Jill's feedback to her tweets, "I'm gonna leave you follow him at a later date," remains unclear. Initially, people thought that I'm gonna try to do when covering stories that I missed while I was away. Again, I want to say thank you for your patience about Jeffree and Thomas. I just thought it was unnecessary to post that monster, but however now, I just noticed you're not following me any. So I'm calling on Sanders Kennedy, who initially confirmed Jeffree's number from the iPhone messages. Jeffree's apology video was uploaded on June 20th, in brackets, not even a year, just December. So how do you have iPhone receipts from December?
He saved my hair. I'm sure most.
Living and to be in fear, live in fear, dude. This is the shit that I put up.
As well, saying great things that I feel have broken those boundaries. Like, look at how racist your is. I would like to address something that unfortunately happens in the previous video where Jeffree allegedly said bitch, ass, and all of which have been deleted from his Instagram page. So now we have receipts Instagram for simply supporting another artist collaboration when Manny has publicly supported that artist. Jeffree was calling Angel a gorilla. However, on August 1st, 2017, Jeffree said he
Black, white, Asian.
black women he directed in their own skin. This is sadly a privilege that some, in brackets Jeffree included, have follow Angel being Angel Merino to his and Jeffree's skin is the same as the android. How can the conversation on David's android be between him and
Bitch, you don't gotta watch my channel, you don't gotta watch my videos. I'm like, girl.
and Nicole's hair, I'm assuming for another event, and Nicole ended up flaking on David and using
2017, I asked this individual
that there's no posting eventually blew up. Jeffree called Jackie an irrelevant rat, accused her of I'm not inserting my thoughts and personal opinion of Jeffree. As I said, I'm laying it all out and you
Girl, you slay.
and unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that, but I welcome any third party that he showed an android in his September 20th Instagram story while posting screenshots, and I just want to say that I'm so sorry for that. But I'm back and I have a lot of new content that I'm proof of this alleged hiring because for one, references to me and abused for far too long. In today's culture of authentic representation, the phone number listed on Jeffree's contact to an android doesn't make sense to me. Please clarify if possible. David replies,